Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having a brilliant day on this Thursday, or Thursday afternoon here, that might be Thursday morning where you are. We've got a brilliant show coming up for you now over the next couple of hours. Masterclasses are all about where we really get in depth on maybe a certain type of product or a certain type of craft, and over the next 2 hours it's all going to be focused on our pop-outs. So we have loads of different pop-out products across the range, and there's lots of brilliant deals in this particular show. I'd urge you to head over to the website, hit the shop the day button, you'll be able to see all the deals. We had a very, very busy wake-up call earlier today. Lots of you going for these pop-out items, and you're going to be able to learn loads of techniques if you already own the particular items that we're going to be featuring for you. I need to tell you about something really exciting as well. Ooh. No oohs. It is a slight change to the weekend schedule. From this weekend, we're bringing the weekend shows into line with the weekday shows. So basically, you haven't got to worry about anything at the weekend. You can just turn up in all the usual times. So first show comes 11 AM, 6 AM, 3 AM. That second show will be at 2 PM, 9 AM, 6 AM. And then your final show of the day, 6 PM, 1 PM and 10 AM. Also, it means you get an extra half an hour of us as well at the weekend. So lots of reasons to be cheerful, which is awesome. Loads of you tuning in as well already. Lovely Lynn is saying hi. Sandra's here. I can see Alexia, Suzette, Suze as well. Myself and Debbie, we are feeling refreshed, aren't we, Debbie? Revitalised. We've had our lunch and we are ready for this incredible masterclass.
Yeah, I love cards that offer something a little bit different, and that's exactly what all of these lovely products that we've got on the show today do. They offer you something that bit different, something a little bit wow as well, that wow factor, the mantelpiece piece. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Mantelpiece pleasers. And that pop out, that explosion of something incredible inside your card or your project or whatever it is that you're going to do. So I'm going to give you a little insight to what's coming up in the show today. These are the makes that we're going to be making. So we've got this lovely, I mean, I love a good spiral card, and I absolutely love this twisty spiral feature, which are such a simple, you know, a simple concept, but a really wow factor. Now, this is my little gift box with a lovely little star in there. That. And it is like a little, let me do it the right way around, Joe, so you can see it. So you go, ba-ding, ba-ding, but open it up as well. Look at this one.
Oh, wow.
You can have a load of fun with these.
It's like one of those, what is like a slinky.
It is, yeah, and that's the fun thing with those. They really are great fun as well. So then we've got the pop-out sentiments. This is on a fabulous deal, let me just tell you, where you can pop them onto the inside of your card, or you simply can have them on the outside of your card as well. So if you caught the first show this morning, the one that actually won demo of the show, I showed you how to do it on the inside of your card, but you can have it on the front of your card as well, which is the next demo that I've got lined up with that one. We've got the fabulous twist and pops. So again, you can have something really quite fantastic on the front of your card, but when you open it up, you have that lovely, woo-doo. Oh, you've got to do the sound. Woo! Lovely twist and pop element to them. We've got some fabulous pop-out scenes, and this is what we're going to be making in the show as well, something a little bit different, so a little bit of a star book kind of project, and just to show you the kind of things that you can be doing with these as well. So they're absolutely fabulous, and that folds really quite nice and flat too, so it doesn't look as bulky as it is. So there's lots of things we've got lined up in this show for you today, with the pop-out element to it, and it is a masterclass, so any questions you want to ask, drop some notes there for our Joe. We'll be reading out all those comments on the socials. If there's anything you want to ask about any of the products or items that we've got on the show, then feel free to do so while you've got us here for this 2-hour-long masterclass.
It's going to be awesome. It really is. There might even be a few chuckles along the way as well, seeing as Debbie's here. If you've been creating projects with these pop-out items, we'd love to see some of your pictures as well. Very easy for you to send them to us. Just attach them to an email and pop them to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them. Lots of you tuning in still and saying hello. Vicky is saying hi and afternoon all. Tammy saying good morning from South Dakota. Hope you're all well, feeling a little crafty. So much good new stuff this week. There's been some brilliant new bits this week indeed. Stacey saying hi from Central New York. Oh, Central New York. I haven't been back to New York for ages, Debbie. I'd love to go. Nee as well saying, hello, Joe. Hello, Debbie. Hope you all got to relax a bit during the break. I'm a bit of a pop-out now, Debbie, after that cake that I just had after my lunch, I can tell you. If you have any questions or comments, get them over. Our social media superstar is Rachel for this show, and she will pop your comments across to me. Let's dive in. We had a very busy wake-up call this morning, and so let's just pop back and share with you some of the most popular lines so far. This one here was really busy this morning. You guys have loved this. We'll be featuring this a little later in the show. Here's your advanced twist and pop die collection. 46.37 or 51.86. You save more than you spend there on that one, which is awesome. We also saw earlier the pop-out scene stamp and die collection, 92 elements within there. A great saving for you on that one also. And we had the shaped pop-out sentiments die collection. This is really good value, under £4 per die set there when you get them in that configuration. Oh, I didn't see these. I love the look of these. Have you seen these ones, Debbie? Your pop-out metal die collection, 5 die sets there from Creative Expressions. So you got your cat, the dog, the champagne, the camper van, the presents. They look really cool. £50.40 or $74.40 if you are a platinum member and you want to get a hold of those. We've got lots of different craft kits available at half price at the moment over on the website, and a couple of them are actually pop-out themed, so do snap them up. They are excellent value at that $24.99 price tag. Even better value when you're only paying half of that though. You've got the pop-out scenes, which is that one there, and you also have the pop-out characters too. Both of those available in this show, which is excellent. It's going to be a very busy couple of hours with lots of inspiration. Let me take you through then the first item that we're going to feature in this masterclass. It is these, the spiral pop-outs that you've got here. These are super cool. Lots of different concepts you can do with these. You can use singles of these. You could use multiples if you want to. You get the spiral mechanism itself, the embellishments and the sentiment in each of these. So you've got the heart. You've also got the star in there. Oh, my star's got a bit caught. There we are. You can see there. The next one here, this is your butterfly. Again, really cool. This one here is your hexagon. Then you've also got the flower, and you're going to receive the balloon in there as well. So you get absolutely all of them for that price. You should have been looking at $77.94 or $89.70 for these. £15.58. or $17.94. £12.46 as a platinum member in the UK. But they were £12.99 each. If you're a platinum member, you're not paying for one, and you're getting all six, getting more than five for free.
What does that work out at per die set?
So £12.46 divided by 6, you're looking at just over £2 per die set. Amazing, isn't it?
That's a lot of metal for your money, because you're getting sentiments and embellishments on there as well.
What can you get for £2?
God, she just, I mean, that's crazy.
That
Piece
is
of cake?
bonkers.
Not even a coffee.
Not even a
Not
coffee.
even. I mean, you can at our cafe because it's a little bit cut price, but not even a coffee. You won't be able to go to a coffee place and get a coffee for that price. That's an incredible value for money. Gift ideas. If you've already got these and you know the fun factor to them, but you might be wanting to get something for one of your crafty friends, absolutely fabulous. Or your craft groups, if you're doing craft classes, this is a great set of dies for you to get them at that phenomenal price. I don't think I've ever seen these dies at that price. That is a bonkers crazy price, but they're very easy to use and they're such good fun as well. So I'm going to start with these. I'm going to start with the spiral flowers for this one. So on here you're actually getting a thank you. You've got a lovely leaf design, you've got a floral design, and then you've got the two main worker element dies. And I say two, but it's actually connected onto one, so it cuts out the two pieces. Now I've taken a piece of pastel pink cardstock here, and I'm just going to hold it down with a little bit of low tack tape. And I'm going to just pop that on there and run it through my die cutting machine. So let's just run that through, Joe. And again, I'll show you how easy they are to put together. And the concept, it's actually the same for all of them.
Oh, really?
It's exactly the same. It's the one die with the two die cut elements. You put them together, it creates the spiral, and then you just stick one end and one end to either end of your card, whether you're popping in, out, behind. Lots of ways you can use these. It's not just, you've seen that lovely one with the box. You can pop them inside boxes and have a lovely little surprise element inside there. So they're really good dies, and a crazy price. That's an amazing price for these. So I'm just going to take off my tape. We're going to drop that out there like so. Let's see if I can pick that up. You've got little release holes in the back as well, Joe, because obviously this is a spiral design, so you can take them out, and it comes in two parts.
Well, it's good that it cuts them both at the same time, so you don't have to cut them twice.
Yeah, you're not having to run it through twice. It's a really clever concept, clever idea, something a bit quirky, and I do love a good quirky die set, and that's what this ticks. Now, all I'm going to do is pop these together. Now, my little top tip, my little tip, you can decorate the edges. I've just used a very plain cardstock, but you can take your chisel end of one of your pens and you can go around the outside just to lift up the colour. So literally take that and go around the outside. However, I'm going to show you how easy it is to put these together, because I could spend all afternoon doing a little bit of this, but I'm just going to show you the main feature of how you would do it. So just pop those round. It gives it a little bit of a lift as well. But what we need to do is connect the two. So this is when you're going to take the largest of the ends, and you're going to match it up. So if you take a look at it, it's like the opposite end of each other. Right. So it's like, you know, not the yin and the yang, but it simply is a case of popping those two pieces together. And then you've got the front end and then the back end as well. So let's just pop, I'll use I'll use my tape pen for this. Normally I use things like, especially with construction, I use things like my red liner tape, but I'm going to use our super strong adhesive. And I'm going to simply sandwich the two together. So take those both ends and pop them over each other like so. Make sure that's nice and stuck down. And now what you've got is the spiral factor.
Nice.
It's so cute, it really is. It's just such a clever concept. Sounds like a little, what do they call them? Those little dangly things that you dangle in the air. Look, look at how gorgeous that is. Straight away you can see how fabulous. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. The little... Like, do you know a bit like, yeah, like paper, do you know the Christmas decorations that we used to have? Yeah, a little bit like the Christmas decorations, but such a great effect and such a really clever concept, but a very simple and easy one to put together. So the one that I've done, Joe, is I've actually popped my pen all the way around, so I've just literally lifted it. But what we're going to do is put this into the centre of a card now, and this is when you're going to pop on, and I'm just going to bring in mine, because I have taken a piece of cream cardstock. I've actually just drawn with one of our outliners a couple of squares rather than adding any paper, because I want to literally centralise the element into the centre of both of those panels. So I'm going to pop a little bit of glue. Now this is a personal choice depending on, again, your glues. Maybe a little bit of thin red liner tape, that's a good one. In fact, talking of which, let me get hold of one. Let's bring in some thin red liner tape without dropping it, Debbie, on the floor. There we go. But you can use tape as well. The only thing I'm going to say if you're using your tape roller, or so your tape pen, sorry, is be careful where you're sticking your glue, because you could have too much glue and then everything stick together. And that's the last thing. No, you don't want all of that. You just want a little bit of glue applied onto the back of it. So I am going to use my little scissors. And I'm going to put a little bit on the front. Oops, where did that go? Oh, there it is. Put a bit on the back of it and a bit on the front of it as well. So that's the back bit, and then one on the front bit as well. So it's as simple as that. That's as easy peasy as this whole concept, whether you're using the balloons, whether you're using the stars, flowers, the love hearts, they're all the same. It's exactly the same concept. And then I'm just going to pop that onto the front. I'm going to burnish that down. Burnish that down, and then lift, and I'm just going to stick that into the centre part. So
is that for this square you've drawn in, for that decoration?
Yeah. It's right there, yeah. Just
I thought it was some sort of part of the
No.
Instead
of using like panel papers and things like that, sometimes I'm going to call it a clean and simple card. This one, a cast card. Not too much decoration, because sometimes it's nice. I mean, I am a little devil sometimes for being a little bit OTT, as you can see with previous past makes. But sometimes it's nice to keep it nice, clean and simple, and that's exactly what these do. So I've taken off this. Now I'm leaving it where it is, because I'm not going to start pulling it out and trying to position it into this centre, because the easiest thing is
close it up,
and then you've got your connecting little spiral pop out, and I just think, oh my God, how simple and easy is that to do. The only thing that I'm going to do here is I've got myself a little, I've used one of my old embossing folders here and just done a little bit of baby pink ink in the background and literally picked it up and splattered it all over, just for a little clean and simple background. So I'm just going to pop that onto the front, Joe. And I did say I'm keeping this clean and simple, and I really am. I'm not going to town with this one. You'd be surprised. It's not like me, because I am one of those that throws absolutely everything but the kitchen sink at my cards. But sometimes it is nice. Like I said, this design is a nice one. A girl that I used to work with at Chesterfield, her name's Emma Mountjoy. Clean and simple cards. All the lovely things that she does at Chesterfield are clean and simple. She's such an amazing, talented girl. But yeah, it's just nice to do something a bit refreshing. Now, I've used the leaves on that die set. It's got a lovely stitch design that I'm going to pop onto there as well. So let's pop that on. One there. One in the other corner. And then I've taken, rather than use the flower that's on the set, I've taken a flower from an old Sarah signature collection, actually, that I love and that I carry everywhere with me, is my flowers. So I'm just going to pop that into the centre. And then you've got the thank you, which is the sentiment there. Die cut that through, and I've die cut it out into black, Joe. So I'm just going to add a little bit of our lovely tacky glue that's decanted into my bottle, and I'm just going to pop some on there. I need to get myself a new Xyron machine is what I need to get, Joe. So I'm going to pop my thank onto there, and then my you. And again, I'm just going to pop some tacky glue onto the back of there. Could use my dotty tape pen if I wanted for this, because it's such a nice filigree little sentiment. I'm going to go in with my my tacky glue. So thank you, clean and simple. And then that lovely pop-out surprise in the centre, and obviously space for you to write things to whoever it is that you want to say thank you to.
Love it. That's awesome, Debbie. What a really lovely card. It's not a very Debbie card, but I like it.
It's a very, yeah, it's
a break
something
from
a little
the norm
bit
for
different.
you.
Yeah.
I like
know,
it.
sometimes I like to surprise you. I like to surprise you, and I like to do something a little bit different. Keep you on your toes, that's what it is. It's keeping you on your toes.
Absolutely, you always keep me on my toes, Debbie. Let me recap then exactly what you are getting in here. So you are going to get the heart, which is this one just here. You have got this star, and then you've got the butterfly. Remember, you're getting the main spiral element, then you're getting the embellishing element, and you're going to get the sentiment in there as well. So really, really brilliant. Platinum members, you're not even paying for one of these. They should be £12.99 each. You're not even paying for one as a platinum member. You're getting 5 of them for free, which is amazing value. I think if you don't have these, they are definitely worth having in your crafty stash at that incredible price. It's the lowest ever price on them. Anita says that is a great price. I don't have these. I feel that might be changing, Anita. Joanne says, morning all from Central New York. Yay, I am receiving my hunky-dory and hummingbird orders today. Nice. And Anita saying that is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. Right, lots more to share with you and tell you about the advanced twist and pop. Not to be confused with the bend and snap, Debbie. We talked about this earlier, didn't we? The advanced twist and pop. These are brilliant because they are massive dies. And to be fair, there is nothing stopping you using these as huge topper dies in their own right. They work brilliantly as that. But what you're also getting in here is that twist and pop mechanism, which is going to allow you to create these amazing pop-out cards. So I'm just going to take you through the different designs that you've got. This is what they do for you. I must admit, these have been through the wars, these boards, haven't they, Debbie? And they are still twisting and they're still popping, but they're going to twist and pop a little more vigorously than they are here on these boards. But they are absolutely amazing. You've got the hearts in there. You also have the presents, and you're going to get this one, which is your balloons as well. They're all coming in there. They are massive dies, would work brilliant for shape cards on the front of cards, but also brilliant in that twist and pop style too. You are saving way more than you're spending here. Again, £70 almost $78 is your saving on these. And platinum members, you're looking at under £40, which is rather marvellous, I think. We also have for you the pop-out scenes. Now these, again, are excellent. These are a really lovely size die, these ones, I think, especially if you want to make maybe more slimline cards, you want to make smaller cards, or you want to put several of these on with the same project. You've got the option to do that with them. So I'll take you through the 8 different designs you're getting. You're getting the dies and the stamps in here. So that one there was your Secret Garden. You've also got Time to Celebrate, Country Village, Into the Woods, Party Vibes. You don't need to use all of the die cut details, though. You definitely could snip elements of that away and create like a scene using something like a tunnel card if you wanted to. You've got Our Home, Enjoy the Bubbles, and you've got Go Camping in there as well. You're going to receive absolutely all of those for £19 or $23.50. Again, the savings are off the chart in this particular show. Any questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV over on YouTube. Should I try that again? Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube. And we'd love to see pictures if you've been creating with any of the products that are in this show. Really simple to send them our way. Just attach them to an email and pop it over to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll hopefully share some pictures with you as soon as we get some sent in. We've got some brilliant deals on essential items in the shows today too. This is a 4-pack mega collection of our multi-purpose card, aka the artist formerly known as White Stamping Card. We've changed the name. It's still the same great card, $29.97 or $44.97 if you want to get your hands on that. We've also got Craft Card. I absolutely adore Craft Card. I know you guys do too. That's why we've put it on this really special deal for you. Getting 4 of these, you're only paying for 3, which is excellent. We also have a brilliant metallic ink pad selection for you. And you're also going to get the black paper pad included in here as well. They're brilliant, those ink pads, because they are a sticky ink. They're basically the same formulation, if you will, as our opaque ink pads. You're going to get the amethyst, the rose satin, the lace, the bronze, the platinum, the blush, the rose gold and the gold. And then what you're getting is the silver for free and the paper pad for free as well. Well, that equates to a 25% saving, which is excellent. The other thing, maybe you want somewhere to store them, maybe you're reorganising your craft room. These are brilliant. Whether you're using them for our ink pads, our Spectrum Noir ink pads, or you're using them for any of your other ink pads that you might have. So any of the Tim Holtz ones, the square ones, they fit all the different shapes for you. $16.99 or $24.95. That's normally what you pay for one. Because it's Cartload Thursday and we like to do something special, you're getting 2 of those. I haven't seen them on a buy one, get one free for a very, very long time. So make sure you are snapping those up. They're super handy. You can either connect them together. They're completely modular, so you can connect them together however you so wish. Debbie, I can see Debbie's got a project that she's very proud of, and she is clutching it intently over there. This looks fabulous, Debbie.
Well, it's a little, you can do your star books and your star cards. I know a lot of our demonstrators here, our craft experts, have done these before. I've done one before. I think Jan's done a craft along, I believe, with one before. But just showing you this lovely pop-out scene is something that little bit different. So you can have it as a full-on project, which you can stick together and then fold flat, or you can literally use it as a book and keep a couple of the flaps open, but I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. But you've got this lovely pop-out scene all the way running through there, using those different designs from this gorgeous collection. So all of the dies that you get, apart from different designs, work in the same way. So to create that pop-out, that lovely wow factor on the inside of your cards, but versatility always in mind when we come to using these things, because you can use them as apertures on the front of cards. You can pop them into like a theatre style card, a diorama piece.
Nice.
You can just simply use them as a die cut element, maybe take your nesting dies. They're absolutely fabulous for lots of features, but I am going to do it as that pop out element, which is what this show's all about. So this one is the Into the Woods one. So you've got this lovely design here. You've got all the matching dies. So the actual die itself, if I just lift that off, is the bit that will create the pop-out aperture part. You've got the extra elements in here, and then you've got all the stamps. And the stamps are really lovely because you've got lots of sentiments on here. So on this one, we've got Hope Your Day is Full of Surprises. You're my sun, moon, and stars. That's a nice one, isn't it?
Really nice.
And then lovely sentiments on here to be able to decorate. So you've got acorns, you've got a moon, you've got stars, you've got the sun. Even a little smiley face that you can put inside the moon or the sun, which I just think is a really nice little touch. Really lots of lovely details. So this is a great, again, that's just one of the die sets, Joe. So how many other die sets are we getting in this one?
So we're going to get 8 different designs in here.
Wow.
For that price of £19 or £20.50.
Oh my, now then, we've got to work that out. What does that work out at?
So it is about £2.40 per die, I would say, off the top of my head. For regular price, $1.90 if you're platinum.
Oh.
It's coming.
Where?
£2.37, that was close, wasn't I?
Yay!
They don't call me Carol for nothing.
Result. Now, I'm going to start with one of the panels, and I'm starting with 2 pieces of cardstock that are exactly the same size. So these actually measure at, and I've got this from, do you know what I mean, Garden Gnomes 12 by 12 pearlescent cardstock. I've got it from there, and obviously we've got our black matte cardstock. Now, for this is going to be the inner panel part. So for that, I have measured this 8 inches by, and I'll give you the correct measurements, because this is something you can do and adapt to your own size, but I've gone with 8 by 6 and I've scored it in at 4 inches, and that's the inside panel. The reason I've chose like a striking, contrasting colour to the black is just so that you can see the background and you can see the design. There's nothing to stop you from decorating the die cut element of it, but I've kept mine quite simple and just kept it in black. But when you get it home and try this, you could actually colour it in. You could do it in white card and colour the images in, stamp the images in. It's entirely up to you. But the same piece of cardstock in the black is, again, 8 inches by 4, but this time we're going to put score lines in at 2 inches. And I am going to go down this one, so I'm going to go down 4. What on earth did I don't know, I jumped out of that then, out of my little groove, and into the number 6. So we've popped in the element of the pop out. So by that I mean it goes up into the mountain fold, and these come down into what we call a valley fold. So you've got this lovely feature, and that creates, with your, when you pop your panels in, it creates this piece. Perfect. Like so. And that is one of the inside panels to start with your star book, but you'll repeat that a few times, and it depends on how many you want to create with your star. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 on mine, but you can go bigger if you want. You'll just get a different effect, or you can go to 4 and not have as many star panels. So it's entirely up to you, that one.
Awesome.
So what you're going to do is we're going to take the panel like so, and then we're going to take our die and we're going to place it into the centre, and this will create the aperture. So again, we're going to pop some low tack tape down onto it, like so, and then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine, and that'll cut and create your pop out aperture that sits in the middle of your card or your project or whatever it is that you do. Because honestly, these are so versatile, these dies. There are tons of tutorials. I know I keep talking about it, but on Crafters TV we've got a bank of shows where we've all of our experts have all had a bash at these, and we've all got different ideas on how you can create. We've got an amazing design team as well that can create with them. So there's lots and lots of ideas all over the internet, all over YouTube, and of course on our bank of programs that we keep. So again, you can see that look, and it really is a beautiful scene. That if I just pop it behind,
would look
the
lovely
back,
with maybe some, even if you just use it as an aperture die,
yeah,
with maybe something like the Autumn Blessings or the Woodland Friends vellum behind it. Can you imagine?
Yeah. What about having some light-ups at the back of it as well?
You love a light, don't you? You are literally...
I had to steer clear of this one because...
How about we turn it into a light-up box?
You think you can? You can do it, dear. I'm so sorry, but I steered clear of it this time. I thought, no. I've treated you to one of those already, like yesterday. But I've kept it in like a very shadow effect, so that's why I've used the black. But there's nothing to stop you from doing this into different colours, and then perhaps taking your colouring mediums and highlighting them. If you was doing it in white, you could highlight it and colour them in. And I'll show you some finished samples in a moment. But what we're just going to do is pop those, because it's been through the Gemini, we're going to literally just pop back in our crease lines. So I'm going to go in with that one and that one, and then I'm going to come back on this one. And this is important for your fold, your fold, and for that pop-out element. And then what we're going to do is we're going to attach the two together. Now, like I said, I'm not popping anything in the centre because I'm just going to have that striking, beautiful blue in the background. But what we are going to do is stick some glue down onto here. So I use tape pen, but obviously construction and the pop-out, red liner tape's a good one to use. But simply pop that into place, just in that panel, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side as well. So I'm going to pop my glue and then attach it to the inside panel. Mary Pat says, I love making pop-out cards. They are so much easier than I thought they'd be. They really are simple if you just follow the steps, Debbie, aren't they? Yeah. They're so much easier. And look, there you've got that lovely first part of your star book. However, we're going to add some paper into there as well. So I've chosen the farmhouse pad, sorry. The farmhouse pad for this one. And I've chosen little strips that will match. And again, you can really, decide which one. I've got some of that. What design would you call that? Gingham. Gingham, yee-haw! Oh, I felt like Nigel May he took over inside my body then. Did you feel him? I felt a little bit. I didn't feel Nigel May come out of me then with a yee-haw. That's because I've worked with him too much. I've got some stripy ones in there as well.
I'm seeing him next week. I'll send you.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
I'm going to be with him at the end of. I'm saying the end of May. About the end of May.
Wait, are you going to see Cheryl?
We are actually, funnily enough. We are indeed. We're going to go to another Fizz event. So yes, I shall be seeing the lovely Nigel. We've got a weekend coming up in Tonbridge.
Where is it? Is it the Blackpool one?
No, that's the week after. So I've got the week before.
You've got two Fizz events. You're going to see Cheryl
it had to get cancelled because obviously Jay Aston, her daughter contracted a rather serious illness and was very poorly, so it got cancelled, understandably so, while she's recovering. So yes, so it got cancelled and they moved it to the end of May. It's the 40th anniversary, not technically because it's 41 years this year, but with COVID and everything happening, they still wanted to do it.
40 years since they won Eurovision?
41 years now, yeah, 41 years,
wow.
Would you believe? I can't believe I'm that old actually, because I remember that night so well. That's quite scary. 41 years I've been loving the pop bands. That's quite a scary thought. Oh, look at that, Joe. Look how gorgeous that looks with that striking picture in the background there. And the only other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add, so I'm going to do this and I'm just going to bring them in. You've got the stamps and the dies, so you literally, and I've chosen the acorns for this one, so you stamp the acorns out, you colour them in, and then you die cut them to create the two little pieces, and I'm just going to pop those onto my card, and that's the only little bit of like elevation that I'm going to do with this one, and then I'm just going to repeat that with some of the other designs as well.
It's like the land of make-believe, isn't it, that card?
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Are you going in with those songs again? You're going to try and get one up on me again?
No,
you little monkey. You did last time, though.
It's just one of those nights, Debbie.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I just knew it was coming. But can I just say, although that is going to be part of my star card, that would look a really nice card. Do you know if you popped a bit on the front? That's a nice pop-out card done straight away. So I have die cut and I've scored exactly the same. I've got all my papers here and I've got different designs. It's exactly the same. I'm not going to spend all my time doing all the die cut elements through them, but I've taken all these different pieces with different scenes in them, and it's the same thing. We're going to have the pop-out, and we're going to have the piece like so with the okay, do you know you're looking, aren't you? I can tell. You're going to do exactly the same. Repeat the process.
You can't stand the heat, Debbie.
I know it. Just know you're going to do it to me. You can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen, Joe. Get out of the kitchen.
Get out of the kitchen. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, hearing you talk about Eurovision reminds me of when we were young, Debbie.
Oh, do you know, no one's going to know what you mean. Unless they're a proper Books Fizz fan, no one's going to know what you mean, Joe. I'm trying to think of one myself
now those days are gone, aren't
they? So you've done Land of Make Believe.
Don't worry, I'll stop it now. We'll have a new beginning.
I was trying to think of the New Beginning reference.
Where's your Bucks Fizz concert with Nigel? Is it in London town?
Oh, nice try. No, it's not in London town.
Oh,
It is actually in Tonbridge.
Oh,
in
magical.
Tonbridge. Oh! He's actually on fire. This is magical. That's another Books Fizz song. Yes.
We're only kidding. We've got to keep each other warm.
Oh, yay. I love Keep Each Other Warm. One of my favourite songs, Keep Each Other Warm. You ain't got a heart of stone, though, have
What
you?
are they? I hear talk. Can you hear them there?
I hear talk, yeah. Get it writing on the wall. You see, producer Georgina's got lost because producer Georgina, along with everybody else, would only think that Books Fizz had Making Your Mind Up. But they have got a back catalogue of a ton of songs, which the guys are all trying to reference in now when talking to me.
Getting very, very busy on these, Debbie. Lots of people going for them at what, £2.37 per die and stamp set. I mean, even if you just wanted the stamps or even just the sentiments, you'd pay more than that normally to grab a hold of them. So they really are amazing value. They are an exceptional price, an exceptional deal. These could be a cartload deal, couldn't they? But they're not. They're in our masterclass show. But you can shop the cartload deals at the same time. Everything is available under the shop of the day, which is excellent.
Right, you can see it coming together, so that's another scene there. This is this beautiful village scene, but like I said, I've kept mine quite a shadowy looking effect. And all I'm going to do, Joe, is carry on repeating that process. And I've just taken exactly the same 6, scored at 2, 4 and 6, put the aperture in the centre. I can actually, before I put these on, I can pop on my pieces. So again, just choose your panels. Let's have a look, make sure I've got my right ones here. Let's put another couple of little stripy ones on there. But it's exactly the same process each and every single time. Again, just a really, really fun element and something a little bit different. And with it being a masterclass, that's what we thought we'd do. We'd show you some different ways that you can put these pop-outs together. But it is a very, very simple concept, very easy to achieve, and look really quite striking.
Michelle was saying, because obviously Michelle doesn't drive, whoever's here, we sort of give her a lift, don't we, if we are going back and forth to the house. She says it's very interesting to have all the different types and genres of music that she gets to listen to from all of the different experts and presenters that give her a lift to different places. Because mine's always musical theatre in my car. Debbie's is always Bucks Fizz, apparently. And she was going through all the different musics that everyone plays. Quite the eclectic collection, Debbie.
My musical tastes, though, are very eclectic. I don't know about anybody else. Eclectic. They are
eclectic.
Word.
Can't you do that one?
I can't do that word, no. A nice mixed bag is what I'm going to say.
A nice mixed bag, yeah.
Nice mixed bag. I have a very, very wide musical tastes. I think the only thing that I don't really, it's not my genre, is heavy metal.
The one for me, like hip hop and rap, are the ones that I can't listen to. That's
and I like a bit of hip hop and rap. I love Eminem.
Do you?
Yeah, I quite like his stuff. Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like Eminem. I'm trying to think of others that are, like I said, I'm just very, very wide musical, from like Shania Twain to, oh my God, Andrea Bocelli. Oh my days, that man, he's got a gorgeous voice. Celine Dion, I absolutely love. Then I've got me ABBA, I've got me cheesy pop. I'm partial to a nice Nolan song or two.
Oh, check you out.
Yeah.
Why don't you at home let us know in the comments who your favourite artist is. Debbie's absolute favourite artist would, without a doubt, be The Fizz, I'm thinking, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Number one, there you are.
Closely followed by Westlife. Because
Westlife.
I absolutely love Westlife. I am so looking forward to going to see them. I've got Westlife this year. I've got
Brian
Blue,
with them?
taking my sister to see Blue. Blue are doing not a comeback tour, but they're doing like an anniversary tour, 20th anniversary tour.
Is Brian back with Westlife?
No, no, they don't need Brian.
Oh, oops. All right. That's you, that's him, that's Brian. Poor Brian, honestly. He was
throwing some shades there at poor little Brian there. I do like Brian, but yeah, we don't, he's not needed. He's not needed.
If you're watching Brian, then I am sorry.
I do love Brian McFadden, I'm not going to lie, I do like him. And Irish Sun is a solo single, I think the only solo single he's ever had out, is just an absolutely fabulous song. I love that one. But yeah, I'm not a... Westlife don't need Brian anymore. It's his fault, he shouldn't have left. They've been so very successful without him. Look at me throwing some shades out there.
Nowhere to hide for poor old Brian.
Do you know, I actually got hold of Brian once at a gig. I did. Because he came out, he swapped seats with a little boy during the song, when they did one of their tours. I think it was I'm sure it was World of Our Own tour.
Yeah.
And he came out and he sat in the front, so the little boy was sat in front of me, and he traded places with the little boy. The little boy took Brian's place on stage, and Brian, I got so giddy. Sat in front of me. Well, he's really tall.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that. He's really, really tall. And he came in front and I just threw myself at him. Quite literally.
What did he say?
Oh, I pounced on him round and just grabbed it. He gave me a big hug and a big kiss on cheek. Yes.
And now, here you are a few years later, saying how you're glad he left and they don't need him anymore. How the mighty fall, eh?
Well.
Peg says, I have this collection and the price today is absolutely awesome. Nee says that fawn and squirrel silhouette is serenely adorable.
Absolutely.
And Mary Lee says, I am like you, Debbie. I have to add lots to my cards, but these simple projects are also very nice.
They are, yeah, absolutely they are. Let's have a look. Shall we go? Yeah, we'll go with that one for this one. They are, beautiful. Do you know what? I can't get over. Should I just, honestly, every time I look at it, are you sure this is not a cart load price?
Well, it could be, couldn't it?
Because honestly, I genuinely thought,
day.
I mean, it's an amazing price for these. This is really, really one of those times that if you've ever thought about these as a set, but you thought, what could I do with them? How could I use them? I mean, really, at that price, it'd be rude not to get them so that you've got them in your stash, and then you can create lots of different things with them, use them to create your aperture cards as well if you want, which is what this is all about. It creates that lovely aperture. What do you say again? What is it? Opportunity, yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Professor Georgina. Yeah, lots of scope to use this for your opportunity. And again, let's just pop these together. And all I've done is use, like I said, pieces from there, and then little bits that come in the sets that you can then add to create. I mean, like I said, I could have been a lot more elaborate with this, but I was thinking about time-wise, which is why I've kept it in quite a simplistic form with the shadow effect, with the blue bit behind the back, and then chose the papers. The papers are from the Gnome collection that I had.
Farmhouse?
No, sorry. Papers are from the Farmhouse. This is from the Gnome collection, and I thought it works quite well together.
This reminds me of a little Tuscan holiday, this one.
Do you know, all of them, I love every single one. The bubbles, there's the bubbles in there as well, the bubbles in the collection. Hello?
Say again, sorry?
The bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah, the bubbles.
The bubbles, yeah.
Full set, Debbie. Full collection,
set.
indeed, yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. There's the party ones in there. So for invitations and things like that, you've got that choice too. Oh, honestly, Joe, amazing opportunity to get hold of this at this price. Now, that is all of my panels. So I've got 1.
So how many you got?
2.
Yeah.
3. So you can see this coming together now. Yeah. 4. And 5.
Is 5 the optimum number to do this with, Debbie?
No, you could perhaps get another one, but it'd be a different kind of, a different kind of feel. You probably get a bigger star, to be fair. So you can, and then you could, if you wanted, just keep to 4. If you want to do the 4, absolutely you can. It's entirely up to you. But all you're going to do now is choose where to stick your panels, so or which one to go with. So that's all I'm going to do is attach some glue to the back of here and stick those two together. So for speed as well, I am going to just use our tape pen, but it is super strong adhesive, and anybody who's used our adhesive pens, tape pens, will know exactly what I mean by that. Just make sure you get it the right way up though, Debbie. Yep, there you go. And then just literally line those two up, and then if I just pop that on there, you can see how it forms the basis. So just simply fold that together and burnish, and you've got your first panel stuck together. And that's all you're going to do, Joe. We're just going to repeat that all the way around. Now, like I said, you could have it as a book form and leave 2 of the flaps open if you wanted to, but you can actually stick it all down together and create a flat panel as well. So again, you'll see it forming now really nicely. It comes together really beautifully, and you can see it starting to take shape. You can just do a 3 one, so again, you could have it there and then decorate, maybe perhaps put a panel of the aperture on the front if you wanted to.
Nice.
And just have it as a book, and just have it as a little 3 pop out there. That looks really quite nice. Like so. But we're just going to continue repeating that all the way around. So let me just make sure I've got the right bit. I'll do it on this side. Uh-oh, I've come to the very end of my tape pen. Let me go and grab another one, Joe.
We've got some people letting us know who their favourites are. Evelyn says Andrea Bocelli is my absolute favourite, says Evelyn Kiefer. Wendy Frederick says, I love a mixture depending on the mood. Westlife, Status Quo, Queen, Enya and the Overtones. Now that is quite the mixed bag there, isn't it?
That's a big mix.
Let me just tell you that one again. Westlife, Status Quo, Queen, Enya and the Overtones. I think you've covered all bases covered there. Carol says Vince Gill, Josh Groban and Jimmy Fortune.
Love Josh.
I don't know who Vince Gill is, I don't think.
I don't know who Vince Gill is. I know Josh
I've seen Josh Groban live.
Have you really?
Yeah, he was on before Celine at Hyde Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Nee says, I love the silhouettes and the cute animals. I got the cute animals collection from weeks ago, and when they got here, I was happy. No regrets with the dies and stamps, tigers and lions and bears. Oh my, love that. Robbie says, this is amazing. Just joined in. We'll definitely watch from the beginning. I love the silhouettes. And Anita says, I pulled out my gilding waxes last night. Sounds painful. And the centre cut out for these would look gorgeous with gilding waxes. A nice blue would make those pop. We'll try and make it later tonight. Beautiful.
Honestly, it's a lot easier than it looks, and you think it's difficult, but it's not. And like I said, you could keep it in this book form if you wanted to and just decorate the front and then have this that opens up. You can actually put some ribbons on either side as well, so that if you wanted it to be, and if I just show you what I mean by that, if you wanted it to be an open star book, that was how you would pop it, and then tie your ribbons and tie them together, and then you just simply give it to your recipient. But you can, of course, stick it down as well, so there's nothing to stop you from sticking it down. And on this occasion, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pop my tape. So you have choices, and you have choices whether you do a 4 or a 5 or a 6. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. And then when we bring that back round together, and I'm just going to make sure I line it up so that it's all lined up and flush together. But there you've created your love, and you can see that lovely star factor, that lovely effect that it creates.
Really
but
cool.
as this lovely, lovely pop-out feature in all of them. And of course, you can add sentiments to them. You can colour the panels, but it does fold nice and flat as well. So you could keep that nice and flat. It could still go in an envelope. You perhaps need a little bit of a ½ inch maybe enveloper. Use your enveloper or your envelope box, but you've got something that creates this lovely wow factor every single time. And there
Amazing.
you go, Joe. That's
Absolutely.
how easy it is to put one of those together.
Really awesome. Let me run you back through the different designs that you've got in here. So, a brilliant, brilliant price for you. You should be looking at £63 and change. They're down to £19 today, down from £79.60 to £23.50. So you've got your Secret Garden, Time to Celebrate, Country Village, Into the Woods, Party Vibes, Our Home, Enjoy the Bubbles, and you'll also get the Go Camping in there as well. All of those, 15, 20, 18, 80 if you're a Platinum member. They are brilliant, brilliant value. Very busy across on the website. Lots of you with bulging baskets at the moment that I can see over there. Lots of you going for lots of different bits across the show. Remember, you can shop the entire day over on the website if you hit that shop the show button, which is brilliant. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out. So whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Make your die cutting tools last as long as your love for crafting with the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates. Your metal dies are put under lots of pressure with each pass through your Gemini die cutting machine. So to make sure they cut crisp, clean, delicate designs for years to come, you need to look after your dies, and that's where the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates come in. Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila, an amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend. Quick buy. Get yours now.
Get yours now, indeed. I wish you could hear Debbie's beautiful singing that she was doing there under that last piece of video. She was giving us a rendition of this year's UK Eurovision entry. She's really getting us falsettos, aren't you, Debbie?
There. Do it again, Joe, do it again.
No, absolutely.
Oh, I think you've got a lovely voice.
Oh.
I don't think you've got a lovely
maybe for a
voice.
burglar alarm.
Oh, get away.
We're going to move on. We're going to have another little look now at these amazing pop-out scene or amazing craft boxes. This one being the pop-out scene. These are always phenomenal value at the full price, £24.99 or dollars. Sarah describes these like our marketing budget because she knows once you get your hands on some of these products, you'll definitely be coming back and buying a full set. And you've got everything that you require in these boxes to make a full project, which is excellent. I'm going to take you through exactly what you are getting in here. So this one, for instance, if you were going for the pop-out scenes that you just looked at a moment ago, the great thing is that when we bring you a craft box with that has a corresponding collection, you will always get different dies. So for instance, these two dies that you've got here, whilst they work beautifully with that main collection you just looked at, these are exclusive to the box. So really, when you think about it, if you want to complete your collection, you need to get the box because that's got the 2 additional sets of stamps and dies in there. So you got those, then you got the stamps as well that go with them, as you can see here. So you got I believe in you, have the happiest of birthdays. Then you've also got all of your different gems and embellishments in here as well. So you've got your ribbons in there, all then perfectly colour matched with your embellishments here too. And you can see you've got the wonderful blues, that wonderful, almost like a caramel colour, isn't it?
Sapphire blue and like a caramel, caramel and then like ivory colour as well. Really
don't
beautiful.
eat them. Don't eat them, not edible.
No.
Then you've also got all of your card blanks and envelopes in here as well. So this one makes 24. So you've got 24 card blanks and envelopes within there. I mean, how much would you pay for 24 card blanks and envelopes?
A lot.
At £10? Easily £10?
Well, when you think about packet, I mean...
Probably what a platinum member's paying for the entire box. That's what you'd pay for them, those ones just there. Then we also have all your papers and card. Now, all the card and paper that comes in the boxes is exclusive to them, so you won't ever be able to get these separately, which is why it might be a great reason if you had this box and you absolutely love using it, great reason to come in and stock up on it now to get those extra papers. It all comes packed in these beautiful wallets for you too. Loads of people use these to do different bits of crafty bits with as well. I've seen lots of you using them. So you get absolutely all of that included. All comes boxed. The other thing I'll add is that you also have full video tutorials too. So over on crafterscompanionbox.com and there's a Facebook group as well, so with people sharing ideas of things they've been using with the box, so make sure you check all of that out. But I've never seen them this low. We are moving
I'm not kidding. I am absolutely
You're
flabbergasted. I honestly was, because we've never done them at this price. This is credible. So, and is this far? Because did we not do a UK warehouse clearance on Monday?
Well, I think the reason they went into the warehouse clearance is because we had it the UK warehouse clearance on Monday. We're moving warehouses,
we
aren't we?
we are indeed. Yes. So we're
a lot
having
of them
a
went
good
in
old
at
clearance.
half price. So we put the pop-out ones on the show. There are some other ones available over on the website. What I'd do is if you go over to the website, put craft kit in the search bar, they'll all come up and you'll see the ones that are all still there listed as half price. So definitely go and grab them because they are an absolute bargain. Robbie says $9.99. It's a steal. Get them now.
Shall I show you some samples so you can see
Oh
what
yes,
you can
please.
make
I'd love that.
So our lovely design team have come up with these beauties, and again, I just think that, and they are exclusive dies to the pop-out scenes that we do, so they're not the same as what you've just seen me use. use. They're completely different. With the same idea behind them, but look how gorgeous that is. Do you know I talked about having your colouring mediums and colouring in the images? This is what it looks like in the white version. Imagine having that as a star card and each one that you opened up looked equally as beautiful as the next. These are fabulous, but there's lots of ways you can use them. You can go bigger if you want to go bigger. You can use them on the front of cards as well. So this is a lovely one that's been created. I'm creating a little bit of a spin fun factor inside there as well, which I just think is kind of cute. Take them into your easel cards. Look at those gorgeous papers, the stamps, everything works together so beautifully. But lots of different styles of cards that you can create. Nicola's created a beautiful diorama card with this one. So again, absolutely beautiful scenes in there, but lots and lots of ways that you can use them. And again, really good, fun cards, creating apertures, creating pop-outs, creating diorama cards. So there's a lot that you can do with them, Joe. They're a fabulous kit at a fabulous, phenomenal price. And while we are taking advantage of our clearance, our, moving of our websites, moving of our warehouses, we're not moving websites
Don't
at all.
move the website, no one's going to find it.
No, because while we're having a clear out and we're getting, all these fabulous deals, bringing them to you at these fabulous prices, take advantage of them right now at that fantastic price, because it really is a great starter kit, a great taster into the world of what we do so well at Crafters Companion.
Absolutely, we do. Sandra asked when the big warehouse move is happening. I'm not sure, it can't be that far out. Have you seen it?
It looks amazing.
It looks incredible, doesn't
Talk about it. Honestly, it looks stunning.
Yeah.
Looks fab. Every time I go past it, fab.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be really soon actually. That was box 38 that you've just seen there. We're going to move on to box 37, which is this one. And this is your pop-out characters here. Exactly the same concept as I've just shared with you there. So, but in this one, you've got the pop-out characters rather than the pop-out scenes. Again, you've got all of your different ribbons and gems, all perfectly colour matched. It's so nice to have, because how often do your ribbons and your gems match? Rarely, I would imagine. It's very hard to go out and get the colour match. These are brilliant, all colour matched beautifully. Then what you've got are your two different characters. So I think, well, certainly for $9.99, maybe even for $12.49, you struggle to go out and get just the character, stamp and dies on their own, just the one worker element. You're not getting one character actually in here, you're going to get two characters, which I think is brilliant. So you've got bunnies and bears. Then you've got all of your different card blanks and envelopes. Again, it's 24 in this one. Look how many you get. It's absolutely loads, isn't it? They're all coming in there for you. So you're going to get all of those, which is brilliant. And then you're going to get all of your card and paper stock as well. So those printed papers, which are absolutely stunning. Some really lovely summary ones in this particular one. And then you've got all of your different card stock, and then also more papers in there too, which is just glorious. I mean, brilliant value. As I say, they're always excellent value. But when you've got them at these kind of prices, I mean, they are literally off the scale, great value, which I think is brilliant. Oh, look, someone's put a, you don't get that one, but someone's put a fancy envelope liner on that one. Oh, no.
It's fancy.
I haven't seen those envelope liner dies, have you?
I
we launched them, they must have sold, we launched them and they sold out, didn't we? And
yeah,
then,
I haven't seen
they're sure they'll be coming back soon because they're utterly fabulous. But yes, get that one as well. I mean, even if you bought the box originally, you love the papers, it's worth getting for the papers, the embellishments and the card blanks. Debbie and Joe, Nee says, Debbie and Joe, should there still be a lot to clear out from the UK warehouse? I can spare some space in our basement. CC is most welcome to send it all over here. Brilliant, Nee. I will bear that in mind. I'll let the bosses over at the warehouse know and see what they say. I'll get back to you. I think would be what I'd say on that. Lots of beautiful things again you can make with these, Debbie.
They are. They're again. It's that fun pop-out factor. That something that little bit different. So the front of your card can look lovely. You've got these gorgeous papers, the lovely embellishments on there. But it's when you open it up and you get that lovely pop-out, and it really is the super cute teddy bear. This one. Lots and lots of fun for you. Not just kids, for any ages. To be fair. So you've got the teddy bear, and then of course you've got the love. I love that carrot cake. I just think that's absolutely fabulous, a little bunny there. But again, look, some bunny cares. Oh, ain't that so cute? But it's that wow factor when you use these every single time, no matter which one you go for, you've got that lovely, lovely wow factor in the centre. And Joe, they're just a lot of fun. Lots of beautiful papers in there to create, some lovely cards. Again, just really, really fab. I think that one's been a little bit battered because it's got things topsy-turvy on there. But you're going to have a lot of fun creating with these cards. With those kits, sorry, creating lots of cards, lots of projects as well, and very easy to use. And don't forget our lovely Craig. Our Craig's usually the guy that does all the video content for us. I've just stood in for him a couple of times when he, was off last year. But usually our Craig comes in and does all the filming with our Tori, showing you how to use them, gives you a couple of demonstrations, different ways to use them. So you've got that tutorial there, and then of course you can get creative yourself. At that brilliant price that you see on the screen, it's a great opportunity into the world of the pop-outs characters that we do. But again, they're exclusive designs, so they're not repeated anywhere. Great sets of fabulous things all in a box ready for you to get crafting with.
Absolutely. Make sure you snap those up. We are going to move on and we are going to be taking a look now at these, the twist and pop. Now, firstly, you're going to get the mechanism in here included. This is the bit that's going to make it all happen. What was it you call this? The skirt and the legs?
Skirt and the legs.
Whoop.
Oh,
the house with the roof.
Yeah, house
there we are. So that's what's going to allow you to get everything sort of working and moving. And then what you've got are the 4 different designs in here. So you can see here how as you open your card up, these are all going to just pop out brilliantly. So you've got the cupcakes, which is cake time. You've got the sending love. You'll also get the presents and the balloon bouquet as well. $46.37 or $51.86. You are saving more than you are spending there with those. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, you're getting more than I've told you, aren't you? Short-changing you. Let's come over here and have a look. Because there's 2. You're getting 2 that I haven't told you about. You're getting Precious Secrets and you're getting Ornate Frame. Well, bash me on the bottom with a Woman's Weekly, Debbie. Amazing. You're getting 6 of them, not 4 of them. Right, Debbie, 37.10, 41.49 if you are a Platinum member and you want to get a hold of those. Before we go over to Debbie, though, I need to remind you of a couple of other items, which is proving very busy. The multi-purpose card stock. It's on a 4 for 3, which is excellent, under £30, $45. We also have a 4 for 3 for you on the craft card as well. That's a fantastic 4-pack there. And we've got 9 of the most popular colours of our metallic ink pads, and they are coming alongside the black cardstock, which is perfect to work with them. These are going really well. The inkpad storage trays, they are normally $16.99 each or $24.95 each. They are completely modular, so it means that you can really create them in your craft room for exactly however they're going to fit in any space, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And they'll take any ink pad as well, so the oblong style like our Spectrum Noir ones, any of the squarer ones that are out there, they will all work on there, so you can use any with them, which is brilliant. Definitely snap those up whilst you are getting 2. Fred says you can alter the pop out critters easily to be other animals. Well, I never. Pop out critters.
What's a pop-out critter?
Critters. Animals, or pop-out animals. Huh. Mary Lee says, I do believe the pop-outs are my favourite and so much more fun to create now that there is a mechanism die. Absolutely. Sorry? What's wrong, Debbie?
Because I'm so focused on this, I'm like, pop-out critters? I'm thinking I'm doing pop, twist and pop. What are you talking about, pop-out critters? Sorry, it's because it's so far away from me, Joe. You're like the other end of the room. And when you've got this ear covered in, it's only leaving you with one ear to hear from, so it can be sometimes quite difficult. So it sounds like we're ignoring each other, but we're not.
Have you got a good side and a bad side?
I've got a terrible side and a not so good side. So yeah, so absolutely. So I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to this. Now then, shall I show you how easy it is to put together the advanced twist and pop? These are really good fun cards. Again, that lovely twist and pop motion, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Absolutely amazing, where you get this like literally pop out effect every single time. And again, just a great concept. Really lovely. Pop, twist, twist and pop. Pop and twist, twist and pop. It's just such a lovely, lovely concept and a lot of fun too. So I'm going to show you how to put the mechanism together. I'm going to show you how to put the advanced part of it together, but you've got all those choices that Joe's just shown you, which I think is amazing when you think about what you're paying for. Again, absolutely everything on there, and you get intuition as well. So in your twist and pop mechanism, there is a little leaflet with step-by-step instruction and picture instruction on how to put everything together, and you also get that in the larger one as well. But first things first, we are going to use the bit that does all the magic, and that is this bit here. So we'll run that through our machine like so. Now this die cuts and puts the score lines into place all at the same time. One pass through your machine, and that one will actually fit through, if I remember rightly. I don't think you can get it through your mini, but you can get it through midi and upwards, so midi and junior, because it's just slightly bigger than the 6x3 platform. Yeah, so yes it is. So you won't be able to get that through your mini, but you would get it through your midi and junior upwards. So let's take off the low tack tape. Now, like I said, this has done the die cut elements, but it's also popped in there those important, all important score lines. So you've got a score line running through the centre, and then you've got the crisscross through the middle. Now, all you're going to do is tease that into place. Use a good construction as well. Often get asked this, and let's not forget the acetate. I'll show you some finished samples afterwards. I'm just trying to locate my scoring tool, Joe. Hang on 2 minutes, because I know I've had it here, but I've got that
Your bone folder?
Oh, I've got it, my bone folder, yes. There we go. So you're just going to pop those lines into place. Yes, so going back to this, construction cardstock is the best to use for this. And also acetate, it's heavyweight acetate that you would need to use if you're going to have the see-through floating element, which I will show you that fabulous card that one of our design team members has done. But all I'm doing is reinforcing both ways those score lines. If you think about these are going to be used to create that wonderful twist and pop way. So you want to make sure that your score lines are all into place. So what you're going to do now is just grab hold of the four corners. Pinch, like pinch with your finger and your thumb. Pinch, and drop down. So you're bringing it in on yourself. So you get hold of it in four corners. You pinch it upwards, and you bring it forward. And this is the bit that I always say, make sure you get this bit right, you get this bit right, everything else will fall into place. You make sure that those little legs are met in the middle, they don't cross over, they're not separated. Just make sure then, and it gives you that perfect precision, and then score and burnish again, every single time. Make sure all of those are in place, and make sure they're nice and crisp. And that would be the same if you were using acetate as well. You'd make sure that they're nice and crisp. If that means going over 3 or 4 times, make sure you go over 3 or 4 times. That's exactly what you want. Now, I'll do it again so I can show you, but when you are popping your advanced twist and pop mechanism onto it, I'm just going to try and find my pencil, Joe, because I have had a pencil somewhere. But I'm just going to pop on here, and this doesn't matter if you are doing it this end, like when you think about your mechanism where it's going to go. All you need to remember is where you're going to be putting your glue is opposite ends of each other. So I've got a little mark there, a little mark here. So right-hand corner, left-hand bottom corner. It would be the same the other way around. So it doesn't really matter which way you do it, just make sure it's the opposite end each time. And the other bit of the glue is going to go on this part and this part as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And again, I'm going to use red liner tape for mine. So I'm just going to find my end. And then I'm going to pop on the top. Where's my scissors gone now, Joe? Oh, I was clean and tidy. I've just sort of putting things away. There we go. But I'm just going to pop on some red liner tape going across there like so, and some on the other side as well. Now, when you think about this, this is a mechanism that is going to be worked a lot. So construction tape as well, red liner tape being the best one. You can of course use our glues too, but for me, I personally like to use red liner tape. It's just my chosen one to go for every single time, and that's where I've popped it on those inside of the little roof, so to speak. Right, so I'm going to bring in, before I put this together, the other pieces that I'm going to use. Now, did I hear you mention we got craft card on the show?
We have on a 4 for 3, Debbie.
So I am using craft card actually. I've got craft card and our multi-purpose card stock, which is our white card stock. So this is when you just choose and you literally decide which one you're going to have. I'm going to have the craft card as the outside part, and then the decorative bit that's got the score lines in as well, so you can see those score lines are in place. It's the lovely balloons. Love this one. It's just glorious. I think all of them though are, to be fair, Joe. And I'm just going to pop those and run those through my machine as well. So I'll bring in my larger plate so I can get both side by side. These will only fit through your larger machines. You'd have to do a little bit of clever juggling to get them through your other ones. And you'd probably have to do one at a time and one end at a time, to be fair. But yeah, so they'll fit through your larger machines. So if you've got your original Gemini or you've got your Pro, this will work through those really, really easily. They're going to do all the die cutting. Then you're going to decide how you're going to colour it in. Because the balloons, you could paper piece the balloons if you wanted to. Colour them in with your colouring mediums, your water reactives, your... what else could you colour in with, Joe? Alcohol pens. What else? What else could you colour? Putting you to test now.
Aqua tints.
Ooh.
Your pencils, your wax ones or your watercolour ones.
Oh, yes.
Your glitter pens, your sparkle pens, your glitter markers.
Bit of sparkle. Got to do a
your
bit of
flip
sparkle.
markers.
Oh, flip markers, yeah.
Any of your... You've got a bit of gilding wax on them if you wanted to.
Yep. Yeah, all
use
sorts of different things you
your
could colour them in with.
Mica sprays.
Oh, what
I don't know, I'm all out of ideas there, Debbie.
Well, you can colour them in whatever way, shape or form you want. I've used our water reactive ink pads, and I'll show you in a moment, but you've got all these gorgeous balloons. So you could cut them out in different colours and then paper piece them back in so you've got lots of different colours. I prefer the easy way and paint. Now I've painted mine with fuchsia, parakeet and lemon tonic, and just pop those in. That's not parakeet, that's my it's the blue one, it's the Oasis one. The Oasis, I've coloured that in with.
Have you used lemon tonic, Oasis and fuchsia?
Yes. How did you know that?
It's just the go-to, isn't it?
Just the go-to. You were listening, weren't you, Joe?
I have.
You were, but you've got your score lines into place as well. So all I'm going to do is literally peel that off because I've put mine through my Xyron. And we're going to place this in. Now those score lines will become apparent in a moment. So I'm just going to lift that off and pop that into there. And I'm going to just now line that up and sit it into the matte part of the card. And you can see that fits beautifully onto there. Just stick that all down. And then these score lines we're going to bring back up. So I'm going to just, again, remembering which way around you want to do this, but we're going to go upwards. So I'm going to use that score line as a little indication, and I'm not having to score that under part because it's already done for me on the outside bit. So always put it together first, and then you create that perfect, precise, again, be precise. Pop your bone folder on and give it a good crisp line. And I'm going to go on both sides with this one. And then that's the mountain fold, and then these two pieces are going to come up, so they're going to go and face inwards. So we're going to turn it inwards. And if you notice, it's on an angle. It's on an angle for a reason. Don't think that you folded it wrong. Can you see what I mean by that? It's deliberately placed on an angle for that, because this is an advanced twist and pop. It's not a straightforward one. It's an advanced one. But you're just going to follow suit. And again, you'll see with this side, it's just exactly the same.
You've got to trust it, haven't you, Debbie?
You what, love?
You've just got to trust it.
Yes, trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust that process. It's all being designed to work beautifully together. So that's the twisty pop mechanism part. So it looks like a little, what shall we say? Like a W, a back to front W, isn't it? Or an M, however you want to look at that. Wait a minute, there's your M. There's your W. So that's how you would look at that. And that's how easy it is to do that little piece. And then, of course, we're going to pop it all together. However, I would always say this and I would always recommend this. Pop your mechanism part in first and then attach this part afterwards. If you try to do this beforehand, it can get quite bulky and a bit, you know, it can be all fingers and thumbs. Make it easy for yourself is all I'm going to say. So what I'm doing is I've brought myself in a card blank, and this actually measures, it's a full A4 sheet cut down to 6 inches, and I've just scored it in half. So it's on the half-fold A-fold mark of our Ultimate Pro. I've actually popped in the very centre, I've popped a little teeny-widdy, I don't know if you can see it there, but I've put a little halfway mark with a pencil, and it's just for me to position this part here. However, I want to decorate the inside and the outside before I start. So I have taken some of that lovely craft card. I've used one of my special friend sentiments, put a little ribbon on and some of the balloons, and again use the colours that I used on my balloons so it all comes together. So it's the same colours that I've just done to create a little bit of a background, and I'll show you. Literally, that's all I've done. A little bit of in each corner. And that's going to sit onto the front part of my card like so. And then I've got some inside panels too. So I'm going to pop on some any kind of colour papers you've got. This one, if I remember rightly, where did I get that paper from? Oh, dearie me. Just trying to look now at my little scribblings and I can't see it on my scribblings. I've missed that bit off. But choose any of your papers, to be fair. You can, you know, there's lots of lovely ones we've got. I think it's from one of the Year of Crafts paper pads, one of the 8x8s, but I can't think which one it is. So I'm going to place that panel in, and the reason I like to decorate it beforehand is because once you've got the twist and pop mechanism on the inside, it can be a bit tricky to start sliding things in, so it's nice to have them decorated before you pop all of the insides together. So again, let's pop that panel in. And I am using my wet glue so I can slide it into place so I can measure it all up so it's all nice and even. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the front panel too. So we're going to get all of this bit working before we do anything else. Like so.
That's a beautiful, beautiful background you've done there, Debbie.
Thank you very much. Very easy to do with the right products, and that's exactly, I mean, these have come from, and if I remember right, have they come from my little sets? I think they have, haven't they? Where's my set gone? Oh, do you know, Joe, I can't remember where I got my little balloons from. It's one of our sets. Oh, dear me.
It is from...
Are you going to work it out? Do you know where it's from? Do you know the balloon bouquets?
I don't think, I thought it was from the balloon sentiments.
Yes.
It's the accessories from the balloon sentiments.
Yes, that's exactly where it's from, yes. Yeah, and my special friend is one that I've got a lot of these sentiments that at the side of me, do you know I talked about having things at the side of my desk, what I use all the time? This is one set, there's a special friend with love, there's all sorts in there. And again, but you've got, you know, you've got plenty in your stash to be able to work from. It's just this bit, the bit that I'm going to show you now is how to put
Sorry, what now?
Put your mechanism together.
Oh.
So I'm just going to turn it this...
I thought it was quite a nice card, actually.
So I'm going to pop in, take off my red liner tape, just tuck those little pieces in. Now, going back to that little pencil mark, which has given me an indication of where my central part is, I'm going to go up. Now, I'm not going to go over the score line. I'm just going underneath it. And I'm just going to make sure, I just want to do this by eye, so please excuse if my roots come into the equation. They'll be gone by tomorrow. I'm just going to fold that down and give that a little burnish. And then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to repeat the same because that part's not stuck down yet. And then, again, I'm just going to take off the red liner tape. And off you go. Pop that down and give that a little burnish. And now we've got the mechanism inside the card working. So again, thinking about where you're going to put this, I'm going to keep it this way because I want my balloons to come, if I just show you what I mean by that, because there's different designs. So the one that I did this morning with the love hearts came out this way. This is a balloon which has got the opposite end. And I want this to stick on so that when it opens up, and this is where you need to now remember, do you know how to put the pencil marks? So it doesn't matter which way you're around. You can pop it on the bottom, the top, the left, the right. As long as it's the opposite end, nothing will go wrong with it. However, what I want to make sure is construction again. So I'm going to use my red liner tape for this, and I'm going to use my thicker parts. I'm going to pop a couple of pieces just into those corners where my pencil marks are. On that side, and of course you could be using your tape pens, all your strong glues and things like that. Wet glues you're going to have to let dry, Joe,
Oh, it
so
looks
that's
like
why I would always use something like a red line tape.
Sherry says it looks like craft box number 5. Oh, issue Year of Craft box 5 paper. Let's Party. Is that where the paper's
Party,
from?
yes.
Year of
Is it
Crafts?
yeah, is it? Yes, I think
There
it
you
could
are.
well be, because I've got, not that I've got all of them, but I've got a fair few of them. But yeah, it is, because it's just a beautiful one. Right, shall we attach it together?
Yeah, let's.
So we're going to attach this part of the balloon to this end, and this part of the balloon to this end. And again, when you're placing this in, and I'll just give you a little, pop it into the halfway mark, makes it a little bit easier. So I'll do the top bit first, so let me just make sure I've got that little bit into, let me just take my tape off. Like so. And I'm just going to do this by eye, Joe, so just for a second, if you just give by eye, got our little Yorkshire saying, by eye, I just want to get it into place and make sure that's in the right place. I'm not going to commit to sticking it down just yet. Ooh, she says. I didn't press it either. Didn't even press it. Not to worry, I'm just going to pick it up and just take off my tape again. And then bringing in the other mechanism and going halfway. And before I commit to sticking it down, I'm just going to make sure I've got my little twisty pop going in the right place. So I'm just, let's do it gently. Get that into place because you want it all to tuck in. And I think, yeah, good to go. So I'm going to push down now and I'm going to make sure those pieces are on because you want that good twist and pop. You don't want it to be sticking or anything like that.
You don't want to twist and, do you?
No, you want it to be a
twist it to
wow,
pow.
yeah. You want it to be a proper, like, movement. Can you hear it? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movement you want because there's no sticking involved. And it's just by positioning it into place so you get that the right way. So again, let's just make sure I've got all those pieces stuck down. Have I committed properly? Yep, there we go. Right, so you ready? Front of the card, looks absolutely beautiful. But then the real wow factor is when your recipient opens up and it goes, pow.
Boom.
Pow. 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 Isn't it good? I absolutely love these dies. Very, very easy to put together. The only choice you're going to have, Joe, is how you're going to colour them in. What papers are you using? What is it you're going to do to decorate the front? But you have got that lovely wow factor every single time.
You have indeed. Now, remember what you're getting in here then. You're getting 6 different designs in here. You're going to get the mechanism itself. You're going to get the cupcakes, which are those ones there. You're going to get the hearts, the presents. You will also get as well the balloons and then you'll get these 2. So you're getting that one there. That is your ornate frame. These are brilliant for putting pictures in these ones as well. And you've got the precious secrets too. So they're the 6 different designs that you will be getting included in this collection, which is awesome. So definitely snap those up while they're on such a great price. Mary Lee says, I do the pop out first, then decide the card orientation. I've had too many times having to redo things, so I put the pop out in the wrong way round.
Yeah, it's happened to me that as well.
It doesn't pop out if you do it like that, does it? Adorable card, says Mary Pat also. Samantha Chain says, does anyone know how to keep the twist and pop cards from catching when you close it? It opens easy enough, but sometimes mine catches when I close it.
Catching when you close it?
It catches
You've
when you
not put
close
your
it.
mechanism in the right place.
Right, okay.
Do you know on the fold part, what I was
Yeah.
talking about earlier on, about making sure in the centre, not over the score line,
But up
but
to
just
it.
sits underneath. And it's just about getting it in the right position, and you end up with that lovely mechanism that opens and doesn't catch. It's
Right.
all about getting that worker mechanism. If I just pop that in the right way there, the worker mechanism into the right place, so making sure that it's not over the fold and it's not too far down from the fold, but just right up and sits on the inside of it. And I promise you, you won't get that catch. I know what she means because I've had it happen to myself, and it's just by me not putting it in the right place. That's all it is. Learn that mechanism and get that bit right. And also, do you know, I talked about positioning it, and if I just tip it up forward, so I can give you some little top tips here about positioning it into the halfway mark. Sometimes I've gone a little bit up to the top and it's made a difference with the closure and the opening. So make sure it's about the halfway mark. Probably do a test run before you actually do it on, maybe a bit of scrap paper or scrap card, not colouring it in, not doing anything in, and doing a little bit of a test run. But if you get that position right, so if I turn it over on the other side as well, so you can see the bottom one, can you see I've gone into the halfway mark? So I've not dragged it right down to the bottom or up to the top, and it makes the difference with that closing and that opening so that you get that smooth. And I've done that twice now to show you, if you saw the morning show, it's all about that positioning, where to put your advanced part and how to get your mechanism into that fold. So it's all about that. So I hope that's a little helpful hint on how to do it so that you can have a little go at yourself
So
at home.
you can get a kapow, not a
Yeah, you want the kapow.
Yeah,
the
not
kapow. Every single time, yeah. Yeah.
Right, let's move on then. Do snap those up. Brilliant price there. Let's look ahead to a couple of bits that are coming up a little later for you in Cartload. Remember, myself and Debbie back with you 6 p.m. here in the UK, which is 1 p.m. on the East Coast. So we've got these brilliant connecting sentiments. Now, these are lovely because they you can use them in this connected way, as you can see here, which is glorious, and they support the weight of the card, which I think is amazing considering how decorative they are. Or what you can then do is actually just snip the sentiment out and use them as a sentiment on their own right. So it's completely up to you. You've got friend, oh, hello. You've got birthday. You also have thanks. You're getting stamps with each of these two. With love, celebrate, thankful, congrats, and you've also got good luck in there too. So loads of different occasions covered there across all of the different styles and designs. Now, launched just yesterday, gatefold. These are going really quickly. You guys absolutely love these, and I can understand why, because gatefold is such a popular concept of card, and with these what you've got is all of the different fancy edges. So you can see here, they've all got their own style of edge which meet up perfectly, but the way the dies is designed, it is separated between these panels which are interchangeable, so you can switch those around, and then the outside edge. So use the edges on their own, use the edges with one side style of panel or the other style of panel, or put one of each panel in there. You've got lots of different options. So you've got the floral swirls, you've also got your floral meadow, this is the lace and scroll, then you've got the opulent botanicals, and also the classic lace within there too. And you will also get the deco vines, which are these ones just here. Love those. You guys love them as well. We're next going to go to these, the pop-out sentiments. These are very busy, and I can understand why, looking at the price on these, because they are absolutely a steal. We'll just give you that price. $19.48 or $22.42. I know. Unbelievable value. So you've got best wishes. You're also going to receive just for you. You will get many thanks, and they're really cool. They're actually a lot easier to put together than they might look at first glance, which is exactly what you want when you're crafting. You want people to think it was much more difficult than it was. This is a brilliant way to go. Right, we're going to give you a quick little break, give you an opportunity to get yourself checked out. So whilst you do that, here's some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Very, very busy on this Thursday here on Crafters TV. Lots of you checking out there under that piece of video. Lots of you getting very excited for our later cartload show. Remember that's coming up with myself and Debbie. 6 p.m. here in the UK, which is 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. if you are over on the West Coast. Do not miss out on that. We are very much looking forward to bringing that to you. Is it your last day for this week as well, Debbie, today here at Crafters TV?
It is. Yes, I'm back here on Tuesday and I think Wednesday.
Tuesday's my next day back after that as well.
Yeah, I've got Hobby Maker on Monday. I think Craig's there. Is it Craig there tomorrow?
Craig there today and tomorrow?
Today and tomorrow, is it?
I believe so.
Yep. And then I think, is Anne Michelle there on Friday, I think, or something like that?
Quite
yeah.
possibly.
So yeah, I know is Michelle here tomorrow? Well, actually, I might have got that wrong. Is it tomorrow? Do you know, I've completely forgot. However, I am on my last day here today at Crafters TV. I will be back next Tuesday with a few days to get some nice things prepped for some great shows coming up. But we've still got today to go. And we're going
to go out with a bang later, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, absolutely.
Show. Absolutely. We've got loads of brilliant deals. Remember, hit the Shop the Day button over on the website and you can shop absolutely all of the products throughout the entire day. From this masterclass, also from that later cartload as well. And there's another full day coming up tomorrow here on Crafters TV. So there's a wake-up call tomorrow at 11 a.m, which is 6 a.m. on the East Coast. And then tomorrow's afternoon show is at 2 p.m. Softer Side with Ben and Becky tomorrow. Amazing, yeah. And then 6 p.m, 1 p.m. is Craft Along with interchangeable scene dies. Whew, we got there in the end. Right. Let me share with you another one of these craft kits then, which is coming up for you. Let's have a little look firstly. This one here, let's have a little look at let's go for the pop-out scene, shall we, which is this one just here. Remember what you are getting in here. Absolutely brilliant value for you. So you have got loads in here. It complements perfectly the pop-out scenes that you've just seen. So you've got 2 metal dies, 10 stamps in here, you've got card blanks, that's 24 of each of those, ribbons, coloured card, you've got printed papers, and you've got pearls in here as well, which is amazing. That one is, of course, all of these now are half price. Well, the ones that we've got on the show today are half price. which is amazing considering you've got 200 elements within there, which is brilliant. And the other one you can go for is this one, which is your pop-out characters, £12.49 or £9.99. I just got up from the floor and I'm actually out of breath. Gosh, I'm so unfit. I only fell onto the floor and pulled myself back up again, and I'm out of breath. I obviously need a nap. Right, let's move on. What is the size of the mechanic die for the pop-out card? Is this size? It is. Let's have a little look. 6.7 inches by 2.3 inches. In centimetres, 17 by 5.8. There you are. That's how big it is. So, yeah, this element will go through your Gemini Junior, but the larger dies that are part of the decorative elements, when we're talking about the advanced twist and pot, they do need a bigger machine, which is brilliant. Right then, Debbie. Over to you. Sorry, I was really waffling on there. I know you're waiting to get started with your demo.
It's all right, I lost my dies, Joe. I went into a bit of meltdown. I'm like, where are my dies? Where's my dies? Turns out I put them in. Do you know I have all my boxes laid out underneath?
Yeah.
Turns out I put some other dies in front of those dies, so I thought that was a different collection to what was. Oh, panic over John and Julia running around in the background, Georgina running through. Oh, honestly, I do apologise.
It's a good job we've got Georgina to keep us calm. She was an air of serenity during that.
They look after me, they really do. I think they have to look after me a little bit because I am a little bit special, is the word I'm going to say. Now, I'm going to use the pop-out sentiment dies. Now, this is the card we're going to create because we've talked about, and if you saw the earlier show, the wake-up call, we actually showed it as in the pop-out of the centre of a card. But there is nothing to stop you from doing something like this where it can be the front part of your card. So you've still got lots of area for you to put all your verses inside and your message to the loved one that you want to send this to. But we're going to do it on the front of a card. So first things first, we're going to start with, and again, I'm not going to apologise, I love patterned cardstock and patterned papers.
Don't you apologise for loving pattern. Well,
this is
papers,
from...
Debbie, sorry.
I love papers, and this is from the Everyday Inspirations 8x8 paper pad. A lovely choice of colours. It actually goes with, do you know what, I've been using quite a bit of the Nature's Garden Gnomes 12x12 pearlescent cardstock. It actually matches that beautifully again. I'll give you the sizes of this in a moment. What we're going to do is concentrate on how to put that sentiment into a patterned paper and how to create using this. Now I'm going to pop this down so you can see this die. Mentioned this earlier on about how a lot of work has gone into how to pop this together to create that fabulous 3D pop-out effect. These are just that extra little bit special, these, but this price that you see on the screen, well, that's the craft kit, isn't it? Sorry.
That's the craft kit, yeah.
I'm like thinking, hang on a minute, $9.99, that's even better than earlier.
She's still trying to calm down after the missing dies. Diegate, they're calling it.
So sorry.
1948, 2242.
I think I've got everybody out of breath running round then. I'm really sorry.
About £4 a die it works out to, Debbie.
And it's amazing value for money because when you think about the technology that's gone into this particular die set, and this is just one of them, it's just incredible. And you can see that you've got the outside cutting edge where the words are, and then you've got score lines into places as well. And it'll become more apparent in a moment. Now, I've just turned it over for a second just to show you how I do mine. I don't put a score line going from all the way across. If you did, and if I just line that up, you would be cutting across the words, and you don't want that. So this is where you just pop in a couple of little nicks on either end, and this is just for me to centralise how I pop my middle piece in. And I usually use the die as a little bit of an idea on how far to go in, but I've just popped a couple of little nicks at either end, and it'll become explanatory in a moment. And you've got some little kissy lips. These are the little kissy lips that we talked about earlier, or the little duck's beaks, however you want to call it. This is where you're going to line it up on that line. You could use a pencil if you wanted, or way across as well, because you can always rub that out. However, I am going to now position... Oh, wait a minute. Yep, the right way around. Put my little kissy lips in conjunction with those two little notches, and I'm going to hold it down with a little bit of low tack tape. So let's pop that into both sides, make sure that's not moved. And then we're going to run that through our die cutting platform. Thin metal die, paper, so it is a onto your cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim, and the other cutting plate as well. And we'll run that through our machine.
Brilliant. Any questions you've got about these, get them in to me. Remember what's happening tomorrow. We'll do it again now. I think we're going to nail it this time. Ready?
What's that?
Tomorrow, what's coming up tomorrow, we're going to nail it.
Yeah.
11 a.m, 6 a.m, wake up call. Don't forget, 2 p.m, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Softer side. Thank you, Georgina. Yes, softer side with Becky. And then at 6 p.m, craft along. Interchangeable dies with Corinne. It's like there you go.
Oh, so Michelle ain't
Nailed
up here
it.
tomorrow, so Michelle must be down there tomorrow. I'm sure Michelle's down there. Oh, is it? Do you know, I've got so confused. Where is it? It's Saturday. It's
Wow, I know you're excited. I thought it was going to be quite good on Saturday, but...
Oh, slip of the tongue there, apologies. I was trying to say Michelle at the same time as Saturday, and it all just came out all wrong. So it's Michelle on Saturday. I knew she was coming up here. I knew she was. So, right, I'm returning.
Corinne and Becky tomorrow.
It'd be lovely to see her, Corinne, tomorrow as well, because it feels like ages as well, so it'd be lovely to see her. Right, I'm going to turn it over so you can see it a little bit easier on the back of there. So you can see how it's cut all the die cut elements out, but there's lots of score lines in here as well. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to push these. Now, I always work from the bottom and work my way upwards, so bottom to the top. And I'm just going to use my finger and thumb, literally just to push that wording out. And all I'm doing is teasing the score lines into their positions. And I go one word at a time. It's the easiest way to do this. And one of the top tips that we would give you as craft experts, I know Jan would say the same. So you're going to pop on.
I was just telling John what you'd said.
Oh no! No, don't tell anybody they're still here. They haven't left yet. John, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, it was just a slip of the tongue and it didn't mean to come out the way it did. John's giving me that look. So yeah, start with each one of the words, and I promise you, it's just the easiest way to do this. And all you're doing is teasing it into that position. Then you're going to the top of the word, because that's where the next one is. Now, don't forget these two here at the front, so we're going to bring those out. You had a lovely top tip, Joe, where you said use your things like your pokey tools to wrap around the top to bring that score line into place. But then I'm going to move, so I've done the first two here, and then I'm going to move to these two, the ones that are set back that little bit more. And again, I'm just going to pinch and position it into place. You stop giggling, you over there, you little monkey. Or you little varmint, as our Safi would say. You
I wonder if they're a really terrible, like, Saturday's tribute act, is what I was thinking.
Oh dear, one day I'll be getting that call into office. Debbie, what have you done now? I'm like, now I'm just going to pinch. Can you see? If I turn it over so you can see those two score lines that I've put in, I'm just going to pinch into place. And again, like I said, it all becomes very clear when you start popping it into position, and you can see all of those going into the teased place that it needs to be. But work on each individual letter, and I promise it's a lot easier than it looks. So I've done the top bits. I think I've done all. Yeah, I've done every. Oh no, I've missed my S off. Let me put my S into there. Oh dear. Oh, right.
Sure,
so
we won't be having any giggles in the later show.
No,
we've all
not
got
at
them all
all.
out now today. We're all giggled out.
Oh, giggled out, exactly. So I'm moving on to that top section now, and I'm doing exactly the same way. I'm pinching and teasing each individual letter into its chosen slot, and then usually the last ones tend to be that little bit easier where they go into place. But I'm just going to start with the top one first. Push my B, push my E, and the S and the T. Like I said, each individual one is the way that you do this. This is what I call the fiddly bit, and I say a fiddle bit, but in a nice way. You can see it coming together, actually. You can see it coming together really well. It's the bit that's worth it, but it's because the score lines are in place, but you just need to make sure that that mechanism works. And again, you just tease in all your folds in, and you can see all of that working together. And then you simply bring it forward and then back in on itself, and you're going to do all the burnishing in a second. Just make sure you've got all your bits tucked in. Bring it up to that top, push that down and turn it over, and exactly the same way. And then you're going to do all the burnishing. Like so. And then you've got that lovely pop-out element, and you can see that really clearly there. There we go. And the same with the back. You can see how it works with the back part. So you've got that dimension. If I just put that there. Perfect. Now it works lovely on cardstock as well, so you can use cardstock. I've chosen papers as well. Now the base of the card, we'll come back to that in a moment because I'm going to show you another little thing that you can do to make the words pop out a little bit more. But the base of the card I took from the 12 by 12 sheet, and this actually measures at the 12, so I didn't trim any of this off. What I've just done is cut it down to, and again, down to the size that you choose. I've chosen 6 inches with mine. So I've got it at 12 by 6, and then I've scored it at 4 inches and 8 inches, because what we're going to do is we're going to attach the panel onto the front part of the card. So we're just going to pop all those score lines in. Let's just pop those in. So that you've got it as this fold, and I'm just going to pop it there so I can show you, because that's going to be the inside part of your card. This is the bit it's going to sit into, so it's going to be like a drop down flap, like so. Quite a nice nice one. So I'm just going to open that up. I'm tucking that one behind the back, so you can see I'm not doing anything with that. So again, just pop those score lines into place. And then I'm going to bring in my wording back in. Now, my wording is, I mean, it looks lovely, but again, it's just because it's on cardstock, patterned, it's a bit lost, it's a bit camouflaged. So we want to make that pop out a little bit. So what I just did was I took the die and I ran it through my glitter cardstock. So run that through the glitter cardstock, and then you just simply, when you get it out, release the words. And I showed it this morning on the wake-up call. Shall we do it again? Just so I can show you, because it's being a masterclass, we'll show you. So I've got them all cut out already, but let's go in. How are we doing for time, guys?
About 11 minutes left on the show, so you're all right.
Oh, yeah, we'll do this bit just so I can show you. And I've chosen just a lovely silver one to make this pop a little bit. But again, I'm just going to pop that through our machine. With it being a encapsulated glitter cardstock, which is coated, might need a 2-cut, or you might need to put your metal shim in. Just try it first and see, because it is quite a straightforward font. It's quite a nice, easy font. And we'll just double check. Perfect. Don't need to do this through twice because it's cut through that first time. I'm just going to release my die from the said cardstock. And if I turn it over that way, it might be easier to see, but you're just going to follow the lines and release the words. So that's my B, released, and just pop out those little pieces. And that's how you then have created your little alphabet to create all the extra pieces to pop over at the top. So again, we'll do the wishes. Let's go on there. And release that one, and so on. And that's how you do it to create that piece that cuts out. So that's how you're going to just separate all of your words. So what we're going to do now, Joe, is we're going to use all of those words. We're going to bring back in my paper. I'm going to bring in my fine tip applicator with some tacky glue. You could use other glues as well. It's entirely up to you, but I'm just going to pop on mine just on the back. And I'm going to pop these all on. So you could use your tape pens for this as well. But it gives it a nice bit of rigidity as well. So it gives a nice rigidity to your card and to your fold when it comes out. You could actually do a little bit of a drop shadow with it as well. But I'm just going to do all of these, Joe, and just pop all of these on to make this pop out on the inside of my card as well.
Amazing. Getting busier and busier on these as we go through the show. And easy to see why. I mean, we're almost giving them away at this price, aren't we, Debbie? They were £64.95 or £74.75 when we launched them. That was their usual price. They are now down to £19.48 in the UK. That saves you £45 or £22.42 in the US. That saves you $52.33. Amazing. And obviously, you're all going to save a little bit more than that because you're all going to be able to use that Club Inspired discount too. So amazing value. You're looking at less than £4 per die at the full price. So do snap them up whilst they're on such a ridiculous deal. I think if you don't own them at this price, then you absolutely need to get them in your basket and you need to get them checked out. You need to be making sure you're having a good old rummage through that later Cartload show too, because there's loads of bargains to be had in there. I know Cartload is always where you find your best deals of the week. However, this week's one, we've had some exceptional clearance deals at the moment, and this show later today is absolutely jam-packed with them as well. So
It's Craig's favourite show of the week, Cartload. He loves Cartload.
Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I think I might have lost my eye. Oh, what have I done? How have I managed that? I'll have a look. I'll have a little.
What have you done?
I've lost my eye.
oh no,
I can't see my eye. Don't know what I've done with it.
my
I'll
eyes,
have a-
my eyes.
I'll have a little look. I'll have a little look in a moment. Do you know what though? You could be colouring these letters in. I'm just using, you know, the letters from the cardstock to go back in. But you could be colouring them in with your colouring mediums. Glossy highlights, maybe. Maybe use your glossy highlights on them. But I just like this technique. I quite like this. And again, you could use your tape runners, but because I've got a little bit of a coated cardstock, I am using our tacky glue for this part. Do you know what we should be doing, Joe? We should be doing demo of the show, shouldn't we?
Oh, we're all right. We've got
Shall
a
I
little
go
while
in?
yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you got a minute. Do you want to put this one in?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because I've already
Oh.
done, I think I've already done 4, haven't I? I've already done 4.
Yeah, as long as we get to Carla's show in the next 3 minutes, we'll be all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's okay then. We'll just
we'll be all
complete
right.
this. We'll
It'll be
complete this.
fine.
He says, and we can overrun a couple of minutes. It won't matter, will it? Nah, it won't matter. Nobody's going to say anything if we do. So, like, I can't find my eye. I've had a little rummage. I must have either knocked it on the floor, but I've got one in here. So I'll just snip out.
Oh, check you out.
I know, it's a good job I ran it through now, isn't it? I must have known. I must have known. So I'm just going to release that one and make sure I don't lose this one. I bet any money, I thought it was a bit of a, rather than I bet I thought it was a bit of waste and I've thrown it in bin. Because that's what I tend to do as well. I'm very good at doing things like that.
Rachel says she's getting very good at quick counting these days, so you'll be all right.
Oh, she's
Our
a good
social
one,
media
Rachel, isn't she?
superstar.
She is, our social media superstar. Has it been Rachel all day?
Sorry?
Has it been Rachel all day?
It has, thus far.
Thus far, so is she with us, is she with us
Will it be
tonight?
Rachel later? Will it be Susie? Who knows?
Now you can see just by adding that glitter cardstock, it really makes that sentiment stand out. And if I just tip it up a little bit, you can see that lovely
Protruding?
that's the word.
Protruding?
Yeah, the words protruding. I still can't say it. Why, oh why, oh why are the simplest of words the hardest for me to get my tongue around. Right, so I'm going to bring back in that lovely piece and I'm going to pop that onto the front panel of my card. So this is going to sit in there. Now this is when I'm going to use my wet glue for this. So I'm going to bring in the wet glue and I'm just going to pop it around the edges. So where the solid pieces are, I'm going to pop that into place. I'm actually going to put it in on the bottom at the same time because it is wet glue and it gives me the wiggle time. I can do this in one fell swoop. 1 foot, yeah, that word as well. Right, so I'm just going to pop this in and it's going to go into that fold. So my fold into the fold, position it, and because I've got wet glue, I can slide it into place as well. And keep that, and I prefer, I'm not going to lie, other demonstrators might have a different way, but me personally, I want something that little bit easier. The all-purpose glue gives me the wiggle time to get it into place, to position it into place, and to get it stuck down where I need it to be stuck down. And again, it's just the easiest glue for me to use. And then all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to add a little bow in the top corner, like so. And I'm adding a little sentiment, and I'm going to pop my sentiment on the front part of the card as well, and that's just for you, sentiment. Let's just pop that onto there. Let's just make sure, there we go. And that's just for you into that bottom corner. And there you go. So I've just moved that out of the way. You've got a beautiful pop-out feature, but on the front this time, on the front part of your card, but it still has that wow factor when you open it up. But it's a nice little mantelpiece. Oh, I'm doing it again. Mantelpiece pleaser. Every single time, but that lovely wow factor and the engineering behind those dies are amazing. What is amazing is that price that you see on your screen.
Excellent. Let's get that card of the show vote underway then, Debbie. I'll just quickly recap what you are getting included in here, because it is quite remarkable, really, what you are getting for your money. Well, it's a platinum member, 1558, 1794, gets you all 5 of these, which is amazing. So you've got best wishes just for you. Many thanks. This one here is your with love, and then you've also got happy birthday there as well. 1948, 2242, but you're all using some sort of club-inspired discount. Right, demo of the show then, Debbie.
Right, so we'll start with number 1, where we started back at the beginning with the lovely pop-out spirals. That is number 1. Number 2, we went in quite hard, quite quickly. Number 2 was this fabulous star card using those shadow, and I call them the shadow on this one because I've used black cardstock, but creating that pop-out factor in a star-shaped card. So that's number 2. Number 3 was our fabulous twist and pop. Ba-doo, ba-doo. So that's number 3. And then number 4 is that lovely sentiment, pop-out sentiment, number 4. So 1, 2, 3 or 4, you decide.
Go now, go now, go now. You've got like 4 seconds to vote, so get your votes in double speed. Right, let's recap then. I want to recap the twist and pop for you. Very, very busy on these at the moment. You're getting everything you need included in there. So you're getting the mechanism in there. Then you're getting the different decorative dies which enable you to create those, that twist and pop finished element. You've got the hearts with the sending love. You're also going to get the presents and the balloons. And you're going to get the other 2 in there as well, which is the mirror and the secret. So you're getting all of it. Demo of the show is number 2, Debbie.
George called it, didn't he? Let me move those out of the way then, so that'll go over for later on today. Right, fabulous. Thank you very much. I think all of them, again, it's one of those hard calls. What would you, I would have liked to have chosen again.
We are going to be back then, aren't we, in an hour, Debbie?
Yes.
What can we look forward to in an hour's time?
No,
2 hours time. What am I on about? 2 hours time we're back.
I
6
want
p.m.
I need to sit down and lie down. We've got fabulous, amazing products coming up in our cartload. Our Craig's favourite show of the week, although it's me stepping in. It's been ages since I've done a cartload, so I'm right looking forward to it because it's been a long, long time since I was last year doing one. We've got some amazing bargains and some amazing products. So you must tune in at 6 p.m. UK time, where we will show you lots of lovely inspiration and hopefully get a demo or 2 in there as well. But yeah, I've had a blast.
We have. It's been absolutely thrilling, to say the least. Don't forget to check out your baskets. Make sure you're shopping ahead as well on that later cartload show before we join you. 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, 10 a.m. for you West Coasters. Make sure you come back and join us in. Don't forget to check out your baskets. We'll see you back here in a couple of hours' time. Bye-bye.